let's just go into Ina's album now. How's it going, YouTube? We are live right now, just checking out these three albums. And yeah, I don't know why you're not here live. I mean, it's over now at this point, but hey, anyway, we're gonna check out Ina's album. We just checked out Maury's Disaster Piece album. What an incredible project. I'm very excited to see where she's going with this. Obviously, if stuff is going to be in Japanese and it's not translated, there's nothing I can do about that. Very unfortunate, but I want to see what these ladies have to say. So, obviously, Violet, incredible song. What a banger. We're going to be checking that one out first. Yeah, so Silrune, Orpheus is really, really cool. Shuden, okay. Yeah, Shuden is definitely one of my favorites. Wow. Such a beautiful song. Ooh, I didn't remember this chord change. That's cool. Nice. You know what I'm going to say is I think what really gets me about this song was I kept thinking for someone like Ina to have such a quiet voice, to have such a calm demeanor, for her to even put out a song. I know it was kind of the expectation for every idol to drop music, right? I just really was so enamored with how this fit her style. I love lo-fi, just laid back stuff that has the propensity to be really intense if you want, or you can just be chill over it. And I feel like that was such a beautiful thing to hear, when this dropped initially, to just be like, man, she's just vibing on this and it just fits her style. I am now thinking of how Marine covered this song, and obviously she just went to town in that 3D video with her having the tentacles wrap around her. I'm like, now the mood is gone in my head. Thank you, Hololive. Anyway, we're just going to go back to this. I really do love how this style fits her so much. At least my perception of what would fit her, given what I knew of her up to this point. So, I also like this album title. Yeah. No, this is anime soundtrack material. Absolutely. This is two high school sweethearts riding home, and then they get stuck in the rain, and then they crash down a hill, and then they have to sit underneath the bridge for a little bit to either rest up before the rain breaks, and then they can bike home, or to just rest. But then they choose to share a kiss in that moment, and that's right when da 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 da. It's such beautiful orchestration with the instrumentals with these songs. We talked about that with Maury's music as well. Some of it just sounds so anime coded, just wonderful. So now this one I had not heard since it initially dropped. I want to get a feel for like how it sounds like. Oh yeah, joy in my memory. The key change sounds so like, I don't know, it had this very somber flowing feel, and then da 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 da. It's still dissonant, but then you bring the strings in, and that sounded really, really like, because her voice still sounds very calm, but the strings just sounded so intense. So, oh man, that I forgot about that, dude. Gosh, what a song. What an interesting song. Okay, was it just me? Did I wake up just now and feel like this second verse has so much more punch to it? Like, dude, what the heck? Okay, so here's the thing. I will admit, and I'll probably chalk this up to parasocialism or something, but I assumed that since she is this very soft-spoken, sweet lady, that to try and put out something like a song is a huge undertaking. That's my assumption, okay? I am not great for thinking that way. I understand. Rising to the occasion of having a voice that punches through, still holding its intonation and everything, but really rising to the occasion and putting out some oomph sounds incredible in that perspective, right? Of course, obviously, she's a person, and if she has ambition to make music, she makes music, and she does really well. Man, though, I feel like this second verse, it just felt like, wow, there was some power that she just grabbed onto. But the chorus sounds the same, so I don't know if maybe I was just asleep for the first verse. No disrespect, it's just I feel like I haven't been paying attention. It's also with the joy in my man. Like there's certain intonations. I don't even know if there's a word for it. Maury was doing a lot of it when she was hitting these emotional moments where there's kind of a like just this sort of gasp in your voice, and it connotates emotion. It connotates feeling. And she's just throwing a lot of those out there in this chorus, and I'm like, wow, girl, you are bringing the emotion here. I'm really liking this. Ooh, holy smokes. I forgot that's how that ended. I love that little refrain they did with her voice, how it started small and then they made it big and then they washed it out. Let's listen to that. So it widens it and then it washes it out and then it cuts it off. That's crazy. Wow. Maybe Tenami was... This was the one that I was talking about. Never mind. Even though we heard the previous song before, this was the one that had the very glitchy, sort of gruesome art. And I was really like, where are we going here? Oh, that's right. The other one. Oh my God. That's where she was in the she was standing by the water with that temple what was it? That awning from that temple. I think that's what that was, wasn't it? Man, I'm mixing it up in my head. I feel like it's been a while with these previous songs that she dropped. Yeah, I remember this. That could be Projectian. Incredible string arrangement. Oh, so these are lore songs. I love that. Oh, I see. Okay, so one little thing I like with that, especially when the instrumentation came back in, there was doubling on her voice. Obviously, she can sing, she can project, but there is something to be said about doubling your vocals adds a little bit more of a punch. So I think that was a very, very cool choice that they chose to add those doublings on there so that her voice stood out a little more, because the instrumentation was going from 0 to 100 right there. I think if the doubling wasn't there, her voice would have been washed out at that point. I love the instrumentation here, dude. And then that breath right before the end of that. I think that really says a lot about how... Okay, hold on. We're getting the best song in the world. That idea, like right before the song ends, could mean a couple things. It could be a gasp because of something that you saw and you're like, but also, you breathe in before you start another verse, before you say something else. I think it to kind of give this indication that this isn't over, this is just part of the story. I feel like that's really cool, especially from what we were talking about with that being a lore story. So very, very cool. There's a lot of doubled voicing in these songs, not just because it's always Ina singing. Well, and yeah, that I don't mean to imply that, oh, it's glad that they had that because it's Ina. Just in general, right? Adding doubling to your voice is good to help it project and stand out. Even in metal stuff, like a lot of people think metal music is all about just being able to screech your lungs out and carry over the beat. Most of the time, it's because you really turn up the gain on your microphone, and then you do doubling in the studio with different production and stuff like that to be able to have that depth. You obviously have to have skill on how to do it, essentially, but there's so much more done in the studio to carry those vocals. Anyway, though, enough about that. We got to go to the best song ever. I love this. Enlightened by the powers that be, the rule of a world run on insanity. It's clear to me they still can't see. This better get 80 million views. I hurt myself. I'm sorry. Ow. Oh, my shoulder. That hurt really bad. Oh, that was like a twinge right down the shoulder blade. Okay. Frick. All right, let's go.
Talking evolution, leave it all to me. Maybe just a touch of purple ink. What you think? It's a song you can't ignore. Ancient ones are calling you.
Such a good song. I love this.
Just put your hand in mine and be reborn in a blink. Tell me what those legs are for. You could use 6 more. We could all get matching ears. They're real ears, though.
Yes.
With the eyes to fight your fears. Alright, listen to my song. Am I striking a chord with you? Stringing you along, so don't let me get bored of you. 80 million strong, and we still got some more to do. Everybody shout world domination. Can I bank on your emotion? Do I have you invested? I don't want to hear you say that you're not interested. Your unwavering devotion isn't all I've requested. Do you care? Are you aware that you're my dearest creation?
I am going to say really quickly, I did give her enough props with that rap part the first time. I think I was just kind of listening to what was being said and like trying to, I guess, digest it for lore purposes or something. But she had such great inner rhyme schemes there, and that flow was actually really good. I think the dancing really took it out of me. Really, that part, I think, just had so much more strength to it than what I initially said. I apologize that I just kind of sloughed over it initially. But you can understand why. I was just kind of focused on other stuff. But the flow was really, really good there, especially the first part. Bored of you, more to do, strike a chord with you. I mean, even though it rhymes you and you and you, guys like Eminem do that all the time. You'll end a line on a single syllable word, but you've done all these other things to rhyme other words in the beat. It doesn't, or in the line, it doesn't matter. Really though, that got me. I wasn't breathing that whole time, so.
Oh yeah, a cute little takodachi found its way here. Experimentation might be necessary. Tacos, we have to cook. ひっくり返して丸くしてコロコロ回してこぼさずに外はカリッと中ふわふわできたらソースでさいただき By the powers that be the rule of a world run on in insanity It's clear to me they still can't see I'm just a normal girl Empowered by the ancient one's call We're gonna be unstoppable We're not a cult Nonsensical and nautical adventures lie in wait Let's talk about the future to be Rewriting all of history in urgency
I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna listen. Sight!
Welcome to my world!
Great callback to Violet, by the way. That tie back to Violet, though, is really, really cool, too. I know it's a song she released really, really early. Ooh, hold on. Oh, okay. Ooh. Let me see something. Dude. Ooh. Really cool. I think this is one of the better, like, best songs. It definitely handles the dismount of Taco Takeover really, really well. This was fun. Like, this is super cool. I was looking at the comments as this was going to kind of see what's the song about, and it looks like it's kind of talking about the entity that embodies her, and it's kind of a mantra to people like her, from what I was understanding, which is very, very sweet. I like that. This definitely feels like anime coded, like happy ending song for the season or something. This is so sweet. Oh, come on. You're spoiling us now, Ina. Yo, that's so cute. That is the sugary sweetest thing That's so cute. What the heck? That's like it's also funny to me too, because I keep thinking the last time I watched something that had kind of this marching element to it, it unfortunately was from Milgram. And if you guys have seen Milgram, that's a real mindfuck of a series. And it was about this poor lady who had this idea that God wanted her to do everything perfectly, and you must be perfect, and you can't make mistakes, and you have to exact vengeance on those who make mistakes. And she had this whole psychotic break in her head of like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to do. And she's like marching along, like with dozens of herself, like, yes, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna raise the standard for perfection. And then it ends with her killing her parents, who were like bad to her. And it was like, oh man. So I'm trying to differentiate that here real quick, but man, that little like, you're spoiling us. You said that many was in one sentence. Something's going to happen. Someone's brain is going to explode. You can't give us all that in one go. You got to be more mindful with the power that you have, Ina. Come on. Ooh, okay. Oh. That's so fun. Oh, that bass. Dude. Dude, if I ever were to... Ooh, excuse me. Dude, if I were to ever have the privilege of trying to organize a really poppy, cutesy anime style thing, that's the level of instrumentation that I would kill for. Like, give me a reason to have this cool marching type track. Like, come on, man. I love the bass there. I also noticed there was pages of a book being flipped through at the beginning, and then it closed. That's the old aspect of her grimoire, or at least earlier aspect of it. I don't know if she still has it. I thought she kind of changed it over to the iPad grimoire. But then at the end, it sounded like it was film being recorded on and then stopped. I don't know if that means like it was kind of a message we were recording from the void or what. That was just very interesting. I liked that. So then this is Abyssal Hymn. I think this is the second to last one. Yeah, before the acoustic version of Violet. Ooh. Okay. We're playing Solid Snake here. Oh. I've kind of been trying to figure out what the timing was on this, because the strings are going dun 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 dun. I think like that, pretty similar. But then she's singing a da ba ba da da. Like it sounds like she's singing on the E and the Ina. No, I'm just kidding. One E and two E and it sounds like she's singing on the offbeat. And I was trying to find what the center point was. Like if you were to sing that, is the bass in line with what you're singing? I'm trying to hear for it. Yeah, it's not like the bass is going bum 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 and then you're following that regardless of what the strings are going. The bass is going dun 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 dun, like that's wow. Very interesting. That's cool. Ooh, okay. Now we got like Castlevania boss music coming in. Ooh. Yeah, it does feel like it's 5/4 to 4/4 because at least with some of the instrumentation, I feel like she had to have some through line that she obviously practiced so that she could keep it going because the instrumentals just kind of it's in its own different timing. That's very interesting.
Let me sing for you every day. A melody of guilt, like the wheels breaking through the void of the
Man, the strings are on every E and possible. I thought I was kind of figuring out dun 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 dun. Like it's out of sync from what I was trying to follow along with. It's just very interesting.
Now it is time to tell myself you will never be alone. All sorrow disappears, no more fear. You're safe from the storm. A ray of light pierces the night. I will always be by your side. All voices raise in prayer everywhere, breaking through the dawn of the soul.
That was really something. And I like, with what little we heard of really, some specific, straightforward lyricism, the pages of The Life That You Want to Live, It's White. You have every opportunity to write the story that you want. And telling herself that you're never going to be alone. And here's an opportunity that you can pursue and you're going to be okay. I think having that mindset represented to you, a few times, it's something very similar to what Maury was talking about, having to remind herself that you always have the opportunity to reimagine yourself. And if you could tell yourself that if I went through steps XYZ, I would have been okay. To carry that assuredness into whatever happens next is a very mature mindset to have, because it's very easy to think, oh no, I'm not going to be safe if I go for this opportunity or try something new, when you've already shown yourself that you've done that time and time again and you've been okay. So let's see what the...
花が寝る夜波に映った星、踏んでる月が足をくすぐる、流れる光に沿っていてみたら、耳にささやいた君に届くかな。今手をつないでも精一杯抱きしめても、空は秋に満ちるんだ。
I didn't even want to say anything because I felt like I was listening to like a vocal performance, when I was in school, the vocal performance majors would have these showcases They would have the piano player play something for them and they would sing it. And it was a show to be graded on. It was a show for music producers, like that kind of thing, for people who wanted to pursue being a vocalist. Having those vocal performance things are important. And all I was thinking was, how much is the instrumental going to give her space to just sing? Obviously, there was some reverb on her voice, but she was still just delivering it very well. And then at one point I wonder if they just took her instrument, or if they just swapped instrumentals in the studio. She had already recorded the instrumentals. Excuse me, I'm sorry. She already recorded her voice for Violet. Could they have just plopped it onto this instrumental? I don't think so, because even though that song, the original one, was very conducive to her voice and she didn't have to project very much, I think, it would have just, this is a bit quieter even. So I think, she probably recorded it a couple times, one for the original and one for this one. I also liked how to hear, since there was this acoustic version doing the da 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 da, going from da to da. Even when I said da, like my voice kind of shook for a second there at the end because I'm not warmed up, but also that's a lot to jump from a low note to a high note. And sliding is never a good thing for the most part, unless you're just a pro and you can do it stylistically. Other than that, to go from ba 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 and sound like you're hitting on top of that note it takes work to do. So she did very well with that. I was kind of wondering how obvious that would sound amid all the studio compression and all that stuff. So. Oh, well, and that makes sense, Projectian, that you did the original song a while ago. So assuming that the acoustic version came out later, yeah, you'd want to re-sing over that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a great song. Welcome in, SMSD. Ooh, I like that. Da 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 da. Again, another great moment of projection for her, but then also being able to hit that note strongly, powerfully. That's okay. I started this way later than I planned because I fell asleep. Very nice piano. Very, very nice. That was very, very pretty. I loved that as the closer. That's cool. That's cool stuff. Well, for those watching on YouTube, I'm going to end this here. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Obviously, link to this is going to be in the description. Go support Ina's, output here, her album. Yeah, this was really, really fun. I loved so much about this. I think this was balanced very, very well. I liked the flow of the tracks. Obviously, you can do that when you only have like 6 tracks. 6 or 7 Rokunana. Anyway, thank you, Bibu, for teaching us that. Yeah, I think obviously Taco Takeover was great, but I feel like the follow-up, whatever this translate to, was even better. Like, honestly. Obviously Taco Takeover is a bop, and I'm going to be enjoying it for a while, but I feel like something about that next track just felt even more personal, felt even more flavorful about this lore that she's incorporated into her music, which is something I love about that. I've always said that. So, anyway, you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.